Just look at these old hunky good-looking granddads of video games. Something about the look and feel of these take me back to the time period that I did not grow up in. Bright artwork and flashy text gets me really excited to play these games. It's all pretty simplistic, but I never had a problem with that. There's a certain charm that surrounds it. Also, nice game box thingy. I could do this all day long. Right off the bat, as most of us know, this music is just iconic. You don't have to be a video gamer ever to know where this music comes from. A lot of the sound effects are too. The power-up sounds in the Superstar music are really empowering to say the least. Using shrooms and flowers to destroy your enemies. And probably will make the show Seinfeld much crazier upon watching it.
Hey man, since when was Seinfeld a hot pocket?
Mario's controls have aged very well and set a great example for 2D platforming. Generally, there are two types of levels in this game. Mario on foot and swimming. Sure, it is simplistic, but it's not boring. There's enough variety in the game to keep the player hooked. Hitting your head on blocks is satisfying and rewarding in many areas. Please do not try this at home. Results will vary. Last 100 seconds is intense, and will always get the adrenaline pumping with that tune. Just remember that this game is one of the first of many to follow, so there will be a couple flaws just because of how old it is. Alright, well first of all is there's no continues. There's also not enough options when fighting Bowser. Power-ups are almost always necessary here because you're more than likely taking damage in order to cut down the bridge. Why would Mario go down a pipe with a piranha plant in it? Also, how does he not take damage? Where did it go? Personally, this begs an explanation. Knocking out enemies with turnips? Okay. There's a bunch of new enemies, bosses, and items not found in the first game. Throwing enemies around, because why not? Put those bastards in their place. Character selection screen. All characters have different stats and abilities to choose from. Vertical scrolling sections to the levels add variety to color and gameplay. There's a parallel universe accessed by a door spawned by some cough syrup. First game, mushrooms and flowers, now this. All in all, pretty good game mechanic though. F that mask. Enough said. As a kid, I did not know for the longest time I was supposed to throw projectiles back at Birdo to defeat her. This never made sense to me. If someone shot at you with a gun, would you try to jump on top of that bullet and throw it back at the shooter? Hell no. Never going to be a real Super Mario 2 to me. Never felt like it either, regardless of Mario and Luigi being in the game. The real Super Mario Bros. 2 was only released in Japan due to it being an extremely difficult game. This was later released in America on the Super Nintendo as Mario the Lost Levels on the game Super Mario All-Stars. That death stare the character gives you when they duck or power jump is creepy AF, especially when they go negative when they power jump. What the hell? The entirety of the ice world is just an atrocity. Just no. Just no. The intro screen is colorful and separates itself from many other games in the time period. It draws the gamer in with a rather inviting opening screen. Overworlds are brought to life with animated scenery, mini-bosses, and secrets found throughout. Almost like a game within a game. Again, music is catchy and memorable. Music designers in these games obviously knew what they were doing. A slew of new power-ups and items. Multiplayer is a little more involved in this game, such as when Mario and Luigi are in the same block on the overworld, they play against each other in the form of the classic Mario Bros. Arcade game. Flying literally over everything because I love playing cheap. The amount of secrets in this game is insane. It's worth your while exploring around a bit. When you game over, you don't have to start back at the beginning. F that sound. Enough said. Mini games need work. The memory game should have 3 tries per game. Why only 2? The picture slot game thingy is pointless. There's no strategy to it, just mash the A button and hope for the best. The power-ups you receive from blocks scroll to the opposite direction of the player, most likely goes right off a cliff. This can be very annoying. Worst of all, this game is not available as a digital download on the Steam Store, the PlayStation Store, or on my coffee maker. Pretty disappointing in this game and age, but all in all, I give these games 5 Super Marios out of 5, because no Mario can be more super than Super Mario, yo.